is all the time. If you run Zooms, you're like, your cloud is full, but it still records. I don't know how that works. And on the iPhone, when your shit's full, you can't have no more pictures. So tonight what I'm talking about is closing strong. I like love, heart emoji a million times. I love the end of the month. Like that last week, like I'll see some of my leaders in their team chat start posting stuff about, hey guys, make sure you're at 200, 600, 1,000, like whatever the case may be. Like I love seeing those messages because I'm like, oh shit, I haven't even posted in my group or my chat like that. The end of the month is near, because we're busy, right? Everybody needs one full week to get to 200, 600, and 1,000, right? Everybody needs it. So what I want to tell you is like, as a leader, I love that part of the month because where I am in my business, I am helping others win. I have this spot, I have a legacy income, which means that I get to change the life of others just like I changed. So it doesn't even matter. Like my cousin down the street, she's barrel racer. She just joined my team and she's killing it, right? She doesn't have any reps yet, but she's killing it. But what I love most about it is that she's excited and I feel that excitement. And I low-key remember how that felt. I remember being in my first month and I'm like, oh my God, I just sold $2,000 in 12 days. Like, whoa, we have like 2 pairs of leggings. You know what I mean? Like I literally love that feeling. Like I love when Janelle posts with her kids and Heather posted this thing about getting her shit today. Like I love the end of the month because I get those feelings back. You
watch that special.
And so what I will tell you is this.
I can go in the other room.
Go in the other room, girl. Just do it.
Oh, shit.
Good thing is you, Noelle. Good thing. Love you.
Yes, Noelle.
Can you, Noelle, don't hide. Where you at? Okay. I love Noelle so much. Okay.
So God, I can't freaking mute myself.
Is that, do you want Charmaine to mute you? Do you want her?
Yes. Please mute me.
I can't. You have to, Erica, because you're the host. I already tried. Noelle, I tried to have your back.
Oh,
there you go.
So, hey, just tell Bob that he wants to hear me talk. That's it. Hi, Bob. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. As a young leader, I would send mass emails. I'd go in my back office because I was mentored by Tinley, and this is what Tinley did. I would go in my back office. I would run a report, obviously, if you have less than a reportable team, you message these people, right? And I would send these people messages and the whole message, I would say, hey, you're so close to 200, 600, 1,000, blah, 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 or whatever. Well, I think it was, I don't even know what month it was, but I was running for some kind of rank or whatnot, maybe in bonus. So I was messaging people individually like, hey, Charmaine, I just noticed blah, blah, blah. Or I was like using Messenger because I could get to them quicker than email, because I don't know if you know this, but real life moms don't check email unless it's like a coupon to Bath and Body, and real life people who work, they don't check email because they're sick of that shit. Right. So I was like, I got to find them. I got to message them on Messenger, or I have to message them at a text. I'm like, yo, Janelle, I know I've never met you before, but you're close to 600. Like, and I'm talking, these people are like 559, right? To people who don't actively touch the business every single day, which is common, those people don't care if they're at 559. They don't care. Hell, some people quit at 100 and they don't care because they're not getting paid. And then I lose the group if I'm at 100. Okay. So I wanted to, and then when I was messaging people individually, I was getting more messages back. And I was like, oh shit, well, guess what? Like these people, I'm getting relationships now with these people. Do you know what I mean? So if you have a small team, at the end of the month and seven days left, whatever your mindset is, like, oh shit, my team needs 7 days, or maybe we need 9 days, or maybe we need 3 days, whatever your mindset works around, just send the messages individually as long as you can, because it number one says, I see Charmaine, right? I want to help you get, like today I did a new release challenge, and like Heather, Kelly, those girls have been in my team for a long time. I haven't done it for a while, like maybe 6 months or so. I had 21 people want to do it, and I have a pretty big team, but for me, like, I love that. Like people are like, yeah, girl, yeah, girl. But when they message me their PV, I'm like, okay, we're getting you paid. All right, we're getting you 600 wave. We're getting you website fee. Wherever that's exciting to me because that's a freaking win. That is like fourth quarter fucking field goal. Do you know what I mean? Like that's intense for me. So that's how I close strong. At the beginning of the month, obviously, I thought my goal tracker, I have an idea about what I want to hit for my personal business. I used to, and this might surprise you, but I still kind of do book parties on a whim. But if your book is full for November and you have a crappy party, you'll see, okay, this party sucks. Like I need to add a new one. So you can kind of keep tabs on your personal business as far as PV goes. But real life, when there's a Wednesday in the last week, I do my 5 reach outs to VIP customers. I'm like, all right, Erica, you're getting $1,000 more today. That is $280 for some of us. For me, that's $330, girl. You know, I am going to push myself. Okay. If it's Halloween weekend and I know I'm probably not going to show up because I take my kids trick or treat until 10 o'clock at night and eat all their freaking Kit Kats. Yeah, I'm going to be like, all right, this is what I got to do today to get some sales. And then I can take a break and eat Kit Kats or whatnot. Okay. So any questions about closing the month strong? I mean, I am a little intense about closing the month strong because number one, I like to stay up till midnight. But number two, I love to see people win. And I don't even care if Heather is going for anything. And she's like, oh my God, so-and-so in my group is so close to junior rep. Like I will stay up late until that girl hits junior rep. That's how I roll. And 2.5 years, it doesn't change. Like I still get super amped up. Now, the next day when I see all zeros, I'm like, crap. We're going all over again. You know what I mean? But it gets a little intense. And I think for me, last thing is you don't really know what you're capable of until you say, oh shit, I got $2,000 to sell in like 24 hours and I got 6 people or 3 people or 1 person. And what I love best about this is like, I know Kelly's on this call, but she has a couple of level ones that are like, oh, you need $200? All right, 1 second. Hey, oh, yep, $200, got you $200. You know, like that is the true environment and which is kind of like hard for us, right? It's hard for me to call Charmaine and be like, we need $200. And Charmaine's like, girl, my kid's climbing in the pantry. I don't even have time for that. You know what I mean? So anyways, I know you can't believe it. My friend Marla posted on Facebook. She bought some Christmas shit today, Christmas gifts. I know all y'all have all your Christmas shopping done and everybody's getting salsa handmade from your gardens. I'm probably getting some spaghetti sauce from Charmaine, maybe a couple beef loins. I don't even know, but she's going to talk about Christmas preparation, holiday, fourth quarter. And then if you guys have any questions, we'll take those.
Okay, guys, if you're lucky, you may get some beef from me, Erica. Okay, guys. So yes, Erica talked about finishing the month strong. Yeah, comment below if you have, like, I'm about 60% done with Christmas. So, and right now, I mean, we only got 9 more Wednesdays left. So it's definitely right around the corner. And obviously with all of the shipping crap that's going on, definitely be thinking. And that's what I'm going to kind of talk about is just fourth quarter push. Like Erica said, you guys, it is still go time. There is still 4 days left in the month. A lot can happen in 4 days, a lot. So just be mindful. I mean, you guys, there is that huge $750 promo. I know several people on this call. You know, Sarah Meddy, she's going after the 5,000. She needs reps still, but you guys, you can sign 3 people on the last day of the month. And, you know, Katie Harlan says it, so I feel like I can say it. If you have 2, you guys sign up a sister, sign up a mom. It is absolutely a business strategy point. I mean, you may spend $300, but you're going to get $750 back. So definitely, if you have the 2 reps, just, you can't sign your husband, you cannot sign someone in the same address or use your credit card, but use a family member for a lifeline. It is absolutely worth it. That's a lot of money on the table. These are the biggest promos that Zaya has ever ran. So definitely go after them. And the money is amazing, but how it's going to bless your business, that should be your huge motivator. And I know some of you guys are new reps. If you join in August, September, October, you have that opportunity for that moonshot promo where you can get that additional $375, which is huge. So definitely do not put your foot on the brakes just yet, okay? Maybe you can do that like November 21st and then ride it out through Thanksgiving, and then it's go time again. So with the holidays, the biggest thing is I can tell you guys is you want to front load your months. And what I mean by that is to stack your parties in November and December. So for me, I have one party in the first week in November because as leader and the bigger your team grows, I like to take that first month maybe or that first week off and the last week off because obviously the end of the month hustle and the first month is recognition. I like to give out, gifts to my top 10 PV earners. So I do a lot of that stuff that first week, but I have still front loaded my month for November. So I definitely challenge you guys to do this. Maybe you can do 2 parties next week and then 2 parties the following. And then what is it? Don't we have 3 full weeks before? Yes. Okay. So yeah, I just have 1 party and then I have 2 the week of the 8th and 2 the week of the 15th. And then you can take the week of the 22nd off and just spend that time. That's what we want you guys to do. Obviously this business is, maybe it's, your side hustle. For Eric and I, it is, we live and breathe Zaya. We love it so much. And everybody on this call, we know that you can absolutely do this full time if you work at it. But just as a leader and being in the company for almost 3 years, we still do the parties, we still host, we still follow up, we still reach out. Those are the things you're going to have to do every single day in order to grow. So absolutely front load your month and then take the week of the 22nd off. But I will tell you guys, obviously Black Friday, I don't know what that's going to look like this year. I mean, Walmart already has their Black Friday out. I've already shot Black Friday from Walmart, but I know Zaya is definitely going to do Black Friday deals. So maybe right now start thinking about what you want to do. Does Zaya do? Yes, they do Black Friday. Erica, do you remember what they do? It's nothing like spectacular. I want to say it's like maybe 10% off. So I always like to stack another deal on top of that. So
I think it was a gift card. Remember, it was like spend 100, get 50 or 25. It was like a gift card.
Okay. So if Zaya does, so I'm just gonna say like if Zaya does 10%, maybe you can do 15%. So that would be, in a nutshell, your customers are getting just like shop like a rep, they're getting a 25% discount. So start thinking of a couple ideas. And then obviously you can kind of pick which one you want to run with whenever Zaya announces theirs. And then also too, Zaya has, and I believe that they're going to do that again this year. I heard a little birdie say, we are going to have, they do the first 12 days of December and they have deals. And you guys, those are hellacious deals. So Zaya does this for a reason because they know, obviously, like the last 2 weeks of December, you're not going to get very many sales. So just prepare for that, especially if you've never been a rep during the holiday season. The first 2 to 3 weeks in November are amazing because once November 1st hits, it's like a green light. People are ready to shop. So this is when you need to be very showing up in your VIP group, showing outfit inspirations, doing like layouts and stuff. Also too, I've loved posting, and I got Sarah's husband, he bought like 4 items from me. Message those freaking spouses. It's awesome. I wrapped the present for him. I met him down the road and he put it underneath his tree. Do that for them.
He thought you were crazy.
What?
He thought you were crazy.
I know. I just messaged him. So I think what I did, in my VIP group, I put like a wish list. And I think I had 5 or 6 people reach out to me, and I had 3 husbands buy. So Sarah put what she wanted, and I just messaged her husband. I creeped on her wall. I'm like, all right, that's her husband. Sent him a message. And I'm like, hey, your wife wants this. And he's like, here's my limit. I'm like, okay. So definitely start thinking about that. Message your friends' husbands and put it on social media too. So that's definitely something to start thinking about now. I honestly, better late than never. So you can start doing that middle of November, probably, or even beginning of December. They're men, they're procrastinators. So even if you do it at the beginning of December, you'll be fine with it. Also too, so front stack your November and December, because like I said, you guys, we want you to spend, it's the holidays. We want you to be checked out of your business for that week of Thanksgiving, for that week of Christmas. That is what we want. So definitely hit the ground running hard those first, I say 3 weeks in November, and then absolutely the first 2 weeks in December. So right now, take the rest of this week to get those parties booked for November. And then, like I said, Zaya has the 12 days of Christmas on December 1st through December 12th, and every day is a new deal. So sometimes it's gift cards, sometimes it's like 25% off tanks, sometimes it's spend $200, get this free gift. They have a different stuff every single day. So, Sherman, you creep. No, I'm not a creep. I'm just working the business. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about holidays or anything? Erica, do you have anything to add on that? I'm trying to think.
I would say this. Number one, I thought about booking stuff for Christmas too late. I mean, they're getting ready to announce like the return. I know a lot of people are asking,
Yes.
okay, when's the return deal or whatnot. I wanted to do a 12 days of Christmas by myself. Like I know a lot of reps do like a giveaway, whatever they like, you know. I like to shower people during the holidays. I give away mystery hostess anyways, but I think it's whatever you decide to do, whatever is in your budget and your business, I would say just be organized by like this weekend. You know what I mean? Like, because we don't even know what shipping's going to look like. You know, shipping looks great now, but do you remember last Christmas? We were like, oh shit, you know, so with all this shit going on with cargo and like people not getting stuff in, I would just be on the prepared side to reach out to people. Like if you're doing Power Hour or 75 Grow, I would literally be like, okay, I would be reaching out to people to book holiday parties. I would be prepared by this weekend. And I will say one more thing. I just sent a message to my leaders. Lindsay and I did like a Black Friday event. It was literally like people who wanted to contribute would be able to invite so many people, and every rep who wanted to participate would chip in $10. And it was like, you guys made the deals. It was like $30 off of 10 pairs of leggings. And then whoever commented who they invited them to got the deals, and Lindsay Venmoed them. I know Rodan and Fields does that a lot, like probably quarterly for big group pushes, but that was a really good deal for us for a group push. So if you want to hit like next level shit, whatever for this quarter, that was a good group push for us. Now, I will say, whoever's customers show up get the deals. So you as a rep have to decide, okay, well, my person wanted that deal. Do I want to honor that or not? So that's
And
all.
you open that up to your whole downline?
Yeah, it was everybody in the group. So you just chip in $10. And this year, what I think we'll do is we'll do $10 for the group, and then you reserve so much for your VIP group, so you create a budget around what you want to do. So you have your deals, and then in your VIP group, you tell your customers like, hey, if you don't get these deals, these are like the sub deals I have, so that the expectation isn't like, oh, I'm just going to give $30 off light and tights to whoever was commenting. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Hey, Erica, whenever you did do that deal last year, what was really helpful too was the reps that participated had the schedule, because
Yeah.
I remember reaching out to my customers who wanted to try joggers, was one of the deals. And to say like, okay, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is a jogger deal. So right at 9 a.m., my customer could get on there and hurry up and comment sold. So that was really helpful too, because it kind of allowed like the 5 people that I invited, I kind of could say like, I know you're looking for leggings. You want to be online at, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever. That was really helpful. And I think that that's what made my day so successful. I don't even remember how much I made. Eric and I were just talking about this today, like 300 maybe in PV, and I spent $10.
Awesome.
So
Great if your customers get all the deals.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick your brain about that a little bit more because that'll be something fun. I'm interested in that. I never thought about
It was
that.
fun. It was fun, and we started at midnight. You know what I mean? We scheduled our post at midnight, and we went all through Black Friday. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So
Okay, guys. So hopefully we can maybe for like the next 10 minutes or so, we want to open this up to you guys. Okay. So we've talked about, culture, mindset, recruiting, leading a team, onboarding. So what questions do you guys have for us? And then there will be giveaways. Erica, do not let us forget to do giveaways. So Megan, I'm going to have you, you're going to draw. Okay. So you guys, what are your questions? The table is yours. Anything's a go. So anything you want to talk about, or if you have questions, you can use the chat or unmute yourself. Who wants to be first? Okay, tell me more about mystery host. Okay, Sheena, so for a mystery host, so you just do that in your VIP group and you can run it like pretty much like a party in your VIP group, and it's totally up to you. You can like put posts like how you would run a normal party, or you can just say like, hey, I'm running a mystery hostess. All orders from this period to this period are entered in, and then you can divvy up the rewards. So you're just going to open up a shopping link in your back office. I always called it mystery hostess. You put that in your VIP group. That's what your customers are going to shop through. And whoever ordered is entered in to win. And for mystery hostess, for me, I usually do how I divvy up my rewards. I like to do 4 people win. So 2 people, I guess if it hits $1,000 party. So 2 people get 2 half off items, and then 2 people get a $75 gift card. That's completely up to you. However you want to divvy up your rewards. Some people do, one person gets the 4 half off items and then the other person gets $150, or one person takes all. It kind of depends. I never ever usually close out a mystery hostess until it hits 1,000. And make sure you're being annoying and noisy about it in your VIP group. Like every day, like we are 500 away, we are 180 away, we are so close. Like the more you can put it out there, the more you're going to really rally that up, and people are going to definitely. So Sheena, if you've never done a mystery hostess, absolutely. I actually haven't done one for a while, but whenever I was new, I did one almost every single month or every other month, and people ate it up. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any more specific questions over that. Okay, Jane, give some ideas of how to incentivize your team. For example, not just high sales or most parties. Okay, so there's so many ways to incentivize. I do like to incentivize, and Jane, you're on my team, so you've probably done this. I always like to add a rep to incentivize, because obviously we know that building your team is what is going to give you the most success. So I love having like a 1 by 1,000, but if you don't have anybody underneath of you and you just, want to maybe just throw out there a little one, you could even do like a 2-tiered. You can do like, hey, if you hit $1,000 this month, you get this. Or if you hit $2,000, you get this. So honestly, incentives, you can run it. I've seen it ran so many different ways where whoever can, I know you said not for most parties, but if you can book 4 parties this month, or I've seen a lot of people that just do like, hey, if you hit the $600 website waiver, I'm going to give you a $5 gift card in your back office. Or incentive gifts, I mean, that is completely up to you in your budget too. That's the best part, you can decide how much you want to give for those different gifts. Erica, what's your input on that?
I think what's most important is that you create a budget. So when I first started out, I was like gung ho. Like I was like, you get a prize, you get a prize, you know what I mean? So I think what's most important is that you create a budget. So every month you create a budget for your customers and your business, and you create a budget. And I'm not even talking about, I hate budgets. Let's be honest, like don't like to follow it at all. But I mean, like when people win, I'm like, yep, you get a Tory Burch wallet, you know, like I love it. So I think what's really important is that you need to set a budget. I know Kelly did pop sockets one time, and honestly, pop sockets could be like $5. I mean, it can get kind of expensive, but I love, if you guys probably go to Target, right? So Target, you can walk in and they have that dollar spot. I love picking out like just like planner stickers or like whatever. And I know a lot of people sprinkle like Starbucks gift cards. Charmaine and I are obsessed with Bath and Body candles. So Bath and Body Works, whatever. And honestly, in the beginning, I was like giving, like, I would like buy Amazon personal development book for people who show up on a call. Like, I just like rewarding those random things, but please just create a budget, because otherwise you'll be like, oh, well, like when I put in my taxes, my accountant was like, really? You spent that much money on gifts? I'm like, 100%. ... Don't tell my husband.
Yeah, that's a good Erica. So even like Jane, maybe incentivizing, if you do a team call, like, hey, if you get on this team call, I'll give you something, because there's something valuable. So I appreciate all of you guys jumping on these calls live. Every chance I get, if I'm giving my kids a bath, but there's a team call, I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to pop in my earphones. I may not be 100% present, but dang, there's just something about being on live where you just get the energy. And because usually when I catch recordings, I'm freaking, doing laundry, or I'm half-ass listening. So when you catch on calls live, you're paying attention more. So, okay, next question. How do you keep your discount reps involved and engaged over time? So this is a good one. Everybody can kind of do this differently, but I like to message my discount reps, especially if they've joined, I'm going to say like the last 6 months. I do try to message them the beginning of the month and just like, hey, how are things going? Has your life slowed down a little bit? Just wanted to check in. And I always like to offer or let them know the promo, because you never know, when they join, they just wanted a discount. I always bring up Sarah Meddy. I mean, she just wanted a discount, and now she's been in my top 10 PV since the moment she started. So you truly just never know what people, say they maybe were disconnected for the first 3 months, but then something happened, and, a big, huge money, their car or something, and they need that extra cash. So unless you're not checking in with them regularly, you don't know those things. So, and I think that's the easiest way, is when there is a promo. I mean, Zai gives a promo almost every single month. Definitely just check in with them at the beginning of the month and just say like, hey, I just wanted to check in. And if you just want the discount, I totally respect that. But I wanted you to know, like, this is what's on the table this month. I'm happy to help in any way to make it happen.
Yeah.
Erica, did you have anything?
I think what hurts the most sometimes is when you recruit someone, you get really excited about them, and then they're really excited, and then nothing happens. And then there's an awkward stage, right? Like they don't do anything. And then you're like, do I ask them about it? Do I, there's like that awkward stage. I talked about this a little bit. I don't even remember, but I have it still too. I mean, I feel, and I reach out to these girls all the time, and I'm like, wait, I used to be your friend. Like, what happened? But I went through the same things when I recruited collegiately. Like, I loved their family and I loved them, and you guys connect for such a long time, and then you kind of lose touch, and it's like, okay, now I don't even want to text them. I feel really random. But all I can say for that is that I have some fucking amazing discount reps. Like, they are amazing. Like, I love them, and they love the brand, and they don't want to build the team, and they don't want to have parties. They just buy, and their family buys, and I love them where they are. And I still remain friends with them. You know what I mean? And so I kind of have to catch myself because like Charmaine said, Zaya is like my business. Like that is like my retirement. You know what I mean? And so I have to respect that, like, Kelly has a different schedule than I have, and Heather has a job, and you know what I mean? I have to respect that. And when I lose touch a little bit, I have to understand that like it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? Like they can talk to you too. So I hope that helps too. Cause it's hurtful, when you lose someone, like I lost a senior director and I still message her on Snapchat because I'm like, we were friends. We were like, BFFs. So I think that's the thing that hurts the most for me is like when you start to lose touch, it's like, well, what do I do now?
Mhm.
Um,
And then back to Jane too, Incentivize. And Nellie said the same thing. I watched her recording today, Erica, and we'll have to chat about that later. She was just like, you guys don't overthink it and just go back to writing a card and sitting it in the mail.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking
Mhm.
at 40 cents for a stamp. I mean, that goes a long way. Even with your people that like, and maybe it was their first month and they got their website fee paid for. Like, let them know, like, I see you. Like, that's amazing. You're doing it. I'm here to help. If you need help with anything, like, don't ever hesitate. But just that little encouragement in the mail is so exciting.
Mhm.
Okay, give us some more. Any other questions? Any barriers or like anything that your Christmas cards? Okay, see, Heather's on top of it already.
That's really good. And honestly, like Christmas cards are not cheap either. So, oh, that's good. I got a handwritten card from Katie just the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is from Katie Harlan.
Yeah.
She wrote me a note. She voice texts me. So, but what I will say too, the last thing I will say is that use like Tinley and use like Nellie, like reach out to those girls because I know sometimes you think like, oh, I don't want to message Tigger, or I don't want to message Natalie, like some of the girls at the top, but man, they have helped transform my business like wholeheartedly. And what you don't expect is that like now I'm friends with Tinley, I'm friends with Tinley, I'm friends with Nellie, like Nellie's husband texts me, like you don't expect these things, but they have literally motivated me and transformed my business wholeheartedly. So if you learn anything from this leadership group, it's you have to provide those resources for your team and create one, even if it's really small, and ask Ellie and ask Natalie, ask those girls to come in and speak, because I've been in this business for 2.5 years and one person has told me no. And the girls on your team will love that. They will love being able to talk to people who have built the business.
What else? Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, Michelle. So the biggest thing is, I was just telling someone this. I think my upline is Katie Harlan, and she told me at the very beginning, she said, Charmaine, you cannot hold your reps' hands because that is teaching them nothing. So I do my launch parties for my new girls, but then after that, I really I obviously, yes, I check in with them. I have relationships with them, but I show them the resources. I'm like, here's the team website, here's, a checklist, and then let them guide you. Okay. So do not feel like you have to run all their parties and everything for them, because that's not going to teach them how to do it themselves, and they're going to be dependent on you. So, and then also too, if you do have a team chat, let other people answer some questions too. You don't have to be the only one to answer those questions. If you don't get back to them right away, that's okay. Because you know what, we all have lives too. And sometimes we're not attached to our phones, and we don't want you guys to be attached to your phones and to your business 24/7. And then also too, Michelle, I think the biggest thing is, are you doing the messages? You got to get into the direct messages. You got to slide into those DMs, because that is truly what's going to transform your business. Like I posted in our team page today, you guys just cannot post and pray. every day, because that it just doesn't happen as much as we want to. And does it happen sometimes? Yes, it does. But to get those true, you got to make those connections, and you've got to do the direct messaging, and you have to stay consistent. My husband said, they're like, he said today, he was like, sales is hard, because you have to put that consistent work in, and you have to do that stuff over time. And sometimes it takes months to build that customer base. Just like being a hair salon person, they have to stay and they maybe see one person out of the 8 hours. I mean, that's sometimes with our job. It's like we're doing everything and we may get one sale in 5 days, but then the more you can stay consistent, the more it's going to. So I absolutely, I would just encourage your girls to really maybe even dig into that 75 grow, doing those 10 connections a day, doing those 5 invites to your VIP group, invites to parties, invites to the rep opportunity. And by golly, the more you do it, the more it just becomes more of a day to day, and you feel more comfortable doing it. So I would just encourage them and just kind of ask them, like, well, what are you doing? Are you doing messaging? Are you hosting parties? Because if those are no right there, then I hate to break it, but your business is not going to move if you're not doing the parties, the following up, and the reaching out. So, Michelle, does that answer your question, or is there more? Yeah, Michelle, you are a freaking rock star. I mean, you've added over 3 people every single month. So you're definitely doing the things. So I think it's just maybe if you have a team chat, maybe you can see like, hey, I just did my 75 grow, or I just did 5 reach outs. How many have you guys done today? Or, I challenge you to reach out to 5 new people today. Maybe just giving that little nudge in there. People may need to be told what to do, especially from the very beginning. And the more they can do that, just holding them accountable. So maybe that's something too that you can, be that little motivator and accountable partner for them, and give them things to do. Like I had a rep, she was like, I need you to tell me, I want to go big in this business, and I need like a 5 list of what I should do. And I just did it. And she was like, okay, thank you. That's what I needed. And if that's what you need, reach out to Eric and I. We can tell you, okay, you need to be doing these 5 things every single day, or at least a week, I cannot scroll. This is ridiculous. This is how challenged I am. How do I even see all of the chats that I missed? Oh, I found it. Figured it out, guys. Look at that. For the guys that don't join your VIP groups after parties, how many times do you typically message them about joining? Oh gosh, that one I'm probably not the best to ask. Okay, so how I handle my how I am not a very organized person. How I message every single person in the group when I have a party. And at the beginning of the party, I'm just like, thank you for joining Heather's party, happy to help, blah, blah, blah. And then do that same thing at the end. And then I do make a post about the party's closed, the host has earned this much. Make sure you dive into my VIP group so you can see, but I don't go back and see who joined or anything like that. But something that I do is I do friend request all of those people that are in parties. And then what I like to do about once a week, I go to my VIP group and I just invite, like I hit the invite people, and usually those people pop up from the party, and then I invite them that way too. So that's something I do, invite people to my VIP group at least once a week. And I maybe invited the same person 30,000 times, but you know what? They don't see that. So it disappears in their notification. So it's fine. And that probably doesn't help really answer your question. Erica, you have any feedback on that?
I'm the same as you. Like, I talk to everybody in my party like you do. And based on the conversation, I know if they've had a rep, how they shop Zaya, if they've not shop Zaya, and I know if I want them in my group or not. Otherwise, they're going to fuck up my algorithm. So bye. I mean, I don't even really, I mean, I post my link sometimes and nobody really just joins randomly. You know, I have one rep that people just join her group all day long. I'm like, and I get the notifications, I think, because I'm an admin. I'm like, what? These people joining our group like on the real. So I don't know. I'll be like, hey, Charmaine, like, I really love that you got some gear. Like, it's your first deal. Like, you don't have a rep, blah, blah, blah. Like, will you join my group? I would love it. And I sent it to them. And when they ask to join, then I know they're real people. You know what I mean? Then I know they really want to follow me and they really want to support me. Otherwise, those people got to go. I mean, bye.
But Heather, I challenge you too. I always like to tell myself, and maybe that's why I don't have it. I like to aim high. So I like to start out, especially when I'm doing my follow-ups. And if people ordered from the party and they're a party guest, and I'm just like, hey, Heather, how's your leggings fit? She comes back good. Aim high right there with the rep opportunity. Because if they
Yeah,
tell you no,
100%.
you can fall back on a party. If they tell you no to that, you can fall back on a sale. If they tell you no to that, you can be like, all right, here's my VIP group. I'm always running deals. I'd love to have
I
them. in.
know. And that's why I say it depends on the conversation, because if
Yeah.
nobody has a rep and nobody has a party, then I am 100% am telling them about the kit. And then I'm also, you know what I mean? I've ran through everything else.
Erica, everybody loves your bluntness. This is what I deal with, you guys. Me and Kelly.
I bluntly have to make it to dinner before 9 o'clock. So you guys are gonna have to see me later.
Okay, does anybody have any other questions?
Dinner at 9. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, that's really great for your
No,
metabolism.
well, you will appreciate that Chris came in here and filled up my wine cup.
Okay, anything else? Is this a
Michelle, I
wrap?
love you too. I love you too. Oh, I love all the people on here.
The biggest thing, you guys, is just you guys got invited to this group for a reason, because Eric and I are your upline who we believe in you, and everybody is a leader here, no matter if you have no one on your team.
Yes.
You know, just being in here, and if you haven't been as engaged as you want to, we'll leave this group open. Go back and look at the posts, go back and make sure you catch all the recordings. I love having these leaderships. I went back and watched recordings from 2 years ago. I think you can never just hear. And honestly, I mean, like I always tell my friend, my team, you guys, I say the same crap every time. But if you do the same stuff, that's going to move your business forward. So I hope you guys walked away with just one thing that you learned, or maybe a push or accountability. Take what you learned, and just, this is the time. November is going to be another great month. December will be a little bit slower. That's fine. That's normal. But you guys, January, if you're new here, it's go time. January, they always do a trip incentive. I want everybody on, that trip, because it's just, it takes care of you. So you guys, thank you again. I mean, we'll still have some stuff. The group's not over until Sunday. But this is our last call, and it's just been an honor to really get to know you guys. Yes, we'll definitely leave it open. No worries for that. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a good night. And again, thank you guys for taking the time for this. This is what's going to move your business forward. So absolutely,
friends.
those calls live. Oh, giveaway. Shoot. Okay, so Megan.
I'm gonna pick Megan.
Megan, pick 4 people.
Pick the people with their cameras on.
We're gonna give away 2 $10 gift cards, and then Erica has a hat and I have a headband. So 4 people are gonna win. Okay.
Why did you give away my prize? I like mystery.
Your names. Dude, oh sorry. Shit.
Names or numbers. You see people's numbers?
She's probably counting. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there's my girl Sheena. Girl, I see you. Who else?
Just do
Stephanie.
names.
Stephanie and Ashlyn, you better come back on. You better show me your face.
There, I see Ashley a little bit.
I was just not trying to showcase all my dead animals everywhere.
That's all
Oh,
right.
girl, stop. What you got?
Well,
What you got? over
Yeah,
there?
this
Okay.
whole room, like we got bears, we got all kinds of
wow.
stuff.
Yes.
You got a lot.
Sheena, we're good
My-
friends.
My husband
Tina,
just
my
got an epic
favorite matches
yesterday,
that.
so
Oh, well, tell him
Okay.
congrats. I'm sure he'll want to hear it. Okay. Okay, Janelle for rocking her baby. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's great.
Oh, I should be writing these down.
Don't worry. Your scribe is here, Charmaine.
Are you writing it down?
Oh, Ashlyn, my girl Ashlyn. Hey girl. I see
I'm
you.
not. My thing is just-
Jane's here. Stephanie's here. Jenny's here. What you doing, girl? Mindy and Michelle. They've been chilling.
Okay,
Put the
Kelly.
cameras on. Oh wait, Kelly, her smile. I'm loving. Is there two Kellys? Oh, no, this one. The one and only.
Hey, 2 more.
Better watch it over there.
Oh, Michelle.
Oh, okay, Michelle.
Michelle's a big winner.
I guess it could be a surprise on what they get. How about
Oh,
that?
for sure.
Okay.
Give out a fifth one. I'll throw out a fifth one. We better go
Oh,
five.
okay. We're
Odd
going
is, odd is great.
God is great.
Odd, like an odd number.
Oh,
That is great too.
I'm
God.
like, we're bringing JC. in the house.
Mindy,
Love it.
Mindy, where's Mindy? All right,
Yay,
Mindy, one
Okay.
more,
Mindy.
one more. Megan, I know you hear me.
She is. She's in bed. Oh,
Liz,
Liz. Where's Liz? There's Liz. Okay.
yes.
All right. Thanks, Meg.
All right, well, if you're on my team, I got all y'all names, so.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Okay. That's a wrap. Thank you again.
Bye, guys, love you.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.